Bet Edge PGA Edition. My name is Sean Carrier. Thank you for being with us. We're here to break down the 2017 Arnold Palmer Invitational. Got a course preview and pick segment for you here. So we'll give you all the things you need to know and hopefully a six-pack with a winner in it. So let's get right to it. The course info and things you need to know. The course we'll be playing this week, Bay Hill Club and Lodge, located in Orlando, Florida. It's a par 72, 7,419 yards. So definitely a longer course. It's got an extra par 5 in there, being a par 72. A course that the Bombers might have a distinct advantage at. Might be able to overpower this course. So your Rory McIlroys, your Jason Days, definitely players like that could have a distinct advantage here at Bay Hill this week. There's a lot of trouble out there for your golf ball on this course, though. 84 bunkers and 7 water hazards. So you got to be careful just bombing it out there with the driver hole after hole. You can definitely get yourself into some trouble and definitely make some huge scores. As you can see, the point here, hole number 6 on this course has produced 22 scores in the double digits. That's a score of 10 or higher on a single golf hole. For professional golfers, it's by far leads the PGA in double-digit scores. So you got to be careful. I mean, you're going to want to bomb it out there with it being a longer course and a ton of par 5s. But you definitely got to be in control of your golf ball also. So you're not going to want a guy that's just spraying it out there, but hitting it long. You're going to want a guy that's hitting it long, but also in great control of their golf ball. The key stats we're going to focus on this week, strokes gained around the green. We see lots of shots come up just short, just shy of the green, just off the back. You're going to need to wedge it close and make some knee knockers to shoot a good score here around Bay Hill. And all of the par 3s on this course, all 4 of them, are over 200 yards. And when we look at the approach shot distance for a lot of the par 4s and 5s also, we find they come in over 200 yards. So players that are good at attacking at this 200 yard plus range are the guys we want to key in on this week. And the winning score should be around -20. This should be a track meet. We said last week that we'd be surprised if they got it to 10 under, and Adam Hadwin went way over, shooting 15 under last week. The winds were down. They got a little rain early in the week that softened it up, so the scoring conditions were definitely there. But this should be a track meet. You're not going to want the steady Eddie par makers on this course. You're going to look for some guys that can get it low day after day. That's what it's going to take to win here. So let's get right into it. The first golfer of the six-pack, your defending champion, Jason Day. There's some things we really like here with Jason Day. These are the highest odds that you'll get Jason at all year. He's currently sitting at 15-1. If you look at what Rory McIlroy is paying right now, I believe he's at 7.5-1. And if Jason Day just gets one win under his belt or just strings together a couple of good results, that's the range you're going to see Jason shoot back to. Coincidentally, around this time this year, Jason Day was around these odds, and then he ripped off 2 consecutive wins, and then he shot way down. You can never find him at over 10-1. So some good value on one of the best golfers in the world. If he can show up and get hot, if he's on the leaderboard on Sunday, you know you're going to be scared of Jason Day. So why not put him in your pocket at 15-1? And this course seems to line up well for him also. He's currently 3rd in strokes gained around the green. That should definitely help him out this week. He's 50th in birdie or better at that 200-yard plus approach that we mentioned earlier. It's a shot you're going to have time and time again on this course over the 4 days. He's 49th in the par 3 scoring. So he's kind of right there in all of the stat categories we're focusing in on this week. He finished first here last year and 17th the year before. So 2 quality finishes on this track. And absolutely no one would be surprised if Jason Day just showed up and won this week. Him and Rory are really the only 2 elites in the field. and getting 15-1. I'd almost pull the trigger with Jason Day at that price every single time. A $20 bet on Mr. Day will return $300. It seems like a great insurance bet for the six-pack. So put on the board, Jason Day, golfer number 1. Let's see who number 2 is. Mr. Justin Rose. I really like Justin Rose this week. He's, to be honest, he's not a golfer I bet a lot. He's one of those. He's typically been one of those steady Eddie par golfers that I was describing earlier that you might want to fade. But he's been trending upwards of late. If we just look here at the graphic, he's got a ton of great finishes already this year. T38 at the WGC Mexico, but T4th before that at the Genesis, 39th at Pebble Beach, and then another T4 at the Farmers, 2nd at the Sony. So that's 3 top 5s in his last 5 events. So he's been trending upwards lately, and he's got some low scores there. I mean, he shot 20 under at the Sony Open, 9 under at the Farmers, 11 under at the Genesis. If he can kind of capture that form this week, we really like his chances. He's definitely one of the better golfers in this field, and the stat categories seem to line up for him as well. He's third overall in birdie or better in that 200-plus yards approach. He's 49th in par 3 scoring and 38th in strokes gained around the green. And so everything seems to be lining up for Justin. He seems to be rounding into form, and with him being one of the best golfers in this field, and everything kind of lining up for him, we'll throw a little $15 bet at Justin Rose to return $315. We got a little bit of chalk here early on in the 6-pack, but there's some other guys here with some longer odds that we really like also. Last chalk, I promise, Rickie Fowler. He's got 4 top 6s in his last 6 events, including a win here at the Honda just 2 tournaments ago. We finished T16 last week, a super solid finish, and then T4th at the Phoenix. He was very much in contention at the Phoenix Open. So Rickie is just playing great golf. He was cut the week before at the Farmers, but then 3rd and 6th at the World and the WGC before that. So he's absolutely rolling right now. When he shows up, he is on that final page, that first page of the leaderboard on Sunday, and we're going to look for that to continue today. Oddly enough, this is a tournament that Americans seem to win quite often, and there's not a lot of the top-level Americans here. Rickie might be the best of them. So we're going to pull the trigger on him. He's 10th in par 3 scoring, 43rd in strokes gained around the green, 74th in birdie or better from that 200 yards plus approach. So he's right there in all of the stat categories. He finished 29th here in 2015, and to be quite honest, this has got to be the best golf that Rickie has strung together in his entire career. He's got a win, a couple of top 5s, T16 last week. I cannot remember the last time that Rickie Fowler was in this kind of form. This is kind of what we've been waiting for from Rickie Fowler, and he might have just arrived. If he can get a win here this week, that'll catapult him up into that next level, I think, and you'll see these odds greatly diminish if he's able to get another win here over the next little while. And this seems like a place where he definitely could get that win. It seems to line up for him nice, a place he doesn't mind playing, and he's got what it takes to get it done here. So Rickie Fowler, golfer number 3 of the 6-pack. We're getting to the chalk, or sorry, we're getting to the longer bombs here, the high returns. Let's see who we've got here. Paul Casey. This tournament really lines up well for Paul Casey, and he's starting to play well. He's got 5 top 20s or top 21s in his last 9 events. T16 last week at the WGC, T11 the week before at Honda. None of these finishes are crazy bad. Like he's kind of been the steady Eddie of late. Definitely, and when you look at these scores here, he's right around 5 under in all of these tournaments. But he's slowly creeping up the leaderboard, right? He's got 39th to 11th, 16th. He's slowly making his way to a top 10, and he could easily do that this week. And if he's on that final page, or sorry, that first page of that leaderboard, he's definitely someone that could hoist a trophy at the end of the weekend. So I would not mind having Paul Casey here. He seems to line up well for this tournament. He's third in strokes gained around the green, 38th in par 3 scoring, and he finished 9th here last year. So he likes this track, and he seems to be rounding into form. Seems to line up well for him. A $10 bet at 34 to 1 will return $340. I think there's some value there on Paul Casey. If I didn't have a piece of Paul and he was there on Sunday, I'd be kicking myself. So we'll throw $10 at Paul Casey and we'll hope for the best. Pat Perez is the guy I love this week. He popped up in all of the stat categories I was looking over, and to just be honest with you, I love me some Pat Perez. This guy has a great attitude. He wears his emotions on his sleeve out there. You can definitely tell he's trying. I love when I'm betting on guys and things are not going so well. I like when they're as upset as I am. You know what I mean? Nothing rattles me more when I'm betting on a guy and shit's just going off the rail and he doesn't care. That's when I'm getting off the train of backing golfers. But you cannot say those things about Pat Perez. He really tries. He loves to win. And this could be the year of Pat Perez. I mean, he's got some great finishes this year. He's got 4 top 7s in his last 9 events, including a win. So he's got the win here at the OHL Classic, albeit back in November. But he was able to follow that up with a T3 at the Tournament of Champions. He's got T4 here at the Farmers Insurance at the end of January. And T14 at Pebble Beach on February the 9th. And then these 2 finishes here of late are not bad finishes. The WGC Mexico, a full field with all of the top golfers in the world. He was able to finish T38. And this course seems to line up a little better for him. Pat Perez likes the tracks where you need to go really low, make a lot of birdies. That's kind of his game. He's 20th in strokes gained around the green, 35th in birdie or better from that 200-yard plus approach, and 78th in par 3 scoring. But he can definitely attack those par 5s, and if he can scramble well around the greens and make some birdies, I'm going to expect him to be there on the leaderboard. And at 91 to 1, if he's anywhere close on Sunday, could definitely provide some good hedge opportunities. If he's say he's tied third, just a couple shots back of Jason Day or someone like that, can definitely cash it out at a good price or just make a hedge bet. But I would not be surprised if this guy was there on Sunday, guys. And at 91 to 1, throw $5 at him. It's a $455 return. $5 is about the lowest I'll throw at a guy, and it's a great return for a guy that's been in the top 10 quite often this year. He could easily be there this week, and we're going to look for that. So Pat Perez, put it on the board. Golfer number 4 of the 6-pack. Number 5 here, we've got Luke List. This is just a guy, when I was going through the stats, I just saw him pop up in all of the stat categories I was looking at. Then I looked at his odds, and I saw it 176 to 1. I got to throw $5 at that. I would just absolutely be kicking myself if this guy was there on Sunday and I didn't have a piece of him after I just saw him pop up in all of the stat categories. He's 18th in par 3 scoring, 7th in birdie or better from that 200-plus yard range, 42nd in strokes gained around the green. This guy's a bomber. He gets it out there. He crushes par 5s. And once I saw his par 3 scoring stats and that he was top 50 in strokes gained around the green, I was like, sign me up. I will take a piece that's set 176 to 1. $5 will return $880. And this is also a guy with some decent finishes this year. He's got a T2 here at the Sanderson Farms. He's got a T7 at the OHL, 13th at the Sony Open, and just another thing I really like to see, he can get it low here, 16 under, 13 under, 16 under, 12, 13. I really believe that's what it's going to take to get it done this week. You're going to have to go really, really low, get to that close to 20 under, and this is a guy that can score. And just at these odds, I gotta have a piece. I gotta have a piece. So Luke List, that's the bomb. We're really gonna hope he's there on Sunday. As we said in the last slide there, this could definitely provide some great hedge opportunities if he's just there on Sunday. So sign me up, Luke List, definitely in the 6-pack. So that's it, guys. We got Jason Day, Justin Rose, Rickie Fowler, Paul Casey, Pat Perez, and Luke List. We're almost at a full unit of exposure there. I believe that's $75 going out, 3/4 of a unit. But if we can hit any of these guys, we'll definitely get a great return. This should be a great tournament to watch nonetheless. There's some great golfers showing up this week. Rory's there. Jason Day is there. Rickie Fowler, Justin Rose. Just some elite level guys. And everyone loves this tournament. It's Arnie's tournament. It's for the king. The first year we're gonna be playing this tournament without the king there, as he unfortunately passed away this year. Just one of the greatest guys in golf, just ever. Just one of the finest gentlemen in sports, period. And a great tournament to watch. And maybe we can hit a winner. That would be great, wouldn't it? So that's it, guys. We hope this video helped. We hope we're all gonna hit some winners here together. Thank you for tuning in. As always, good night and good luck.